Can people hear me? Oh.
I think that's media. That's not going to project.
Oh,
Go
okay.
ahead.
Just on the same issue, I think it should be put in very simple terms. Senator Bob Graham said very clearly that if the 28 pages had been released, then ISIS would not exist, that the people who ran 9/11 and murdered 3,000 of our citizens would not be running free today to continue the mass murderous policy they are purveying, as you see in the Middle East. That considered, what possible excuse could you make for not using your authority as a senator to read the 28 pages into the record? Right. And you have the authority. We don't need a bill, which, as you admitted earlier, is not going to go anywhere because Harry Reid's not going to do anything.
Right.
You can read it into the record. And I tell you this, and I mean this with full respect, Senator, that every member of Congress who refuses to release this information, and in so doing to bring an end to this mass murder, which was responsible for our own citizens being killed and is threatening millions of people in the Middle East, every single one of those people who's killed by ISIS and who was killed by the Saudis on 9/11, their blood will be on your hands and on the hands of any member of Congress who refuses to release the truth.
I'm the wrong target because I'm actually your biggest ally. I'm the one that introduced the bill to repeal it, so I'm your wrong target. But
read it into the record.
Well, then you're not really listening because I'm not your target. I'm your ally. And if you don't know if you don't know who your friends are, you're not going to get anywhere. Let me finish. Let me finish. But the only other thing I would say with the Saudis, and this was a big thing, is the reason why this is all important also is that our reaction to 9/11 was to ask all of you to give up some liberty. It was to ask you to let us collect all your phone records and look at all of your private belongings and records in order to try to stop terrorism. But a lot of 9/11 was failure to do the stuff that normal CIA and FBI should be doing. Two of the people from Saudi Arabia lived in San Diego for a year with an FBI informant. With an FBI informant. We caught people trying to fly planes and not land them, also from Saudi Arabia, also from France. But the thing is that we didn't do any of that. And in the end, we said, oh, well, nobody made any mistake. People made mistakes, but no one's going to be fired. But really, the American people, you just have to give up your liberty and we'll be safe for the next time. It doesn't really work that way. I think we do need, and in some ways, they said we don't have enough FBI agents. I'd hire more. But I probably wouldn't look at all your phone records and spend billions of dollars looking at all your phone records. If we need 500 more FBI agents, spend the money to do it. Let's have targeted investigations. The Sinaref boy, the brothers down in Boston, we were tipped off by the Russians. He flew back to Chechnya, and there were public sources that he was probably plotting something violent against our country. I'm a big advocacy of privacy, but if I'm the judge and you call me at midnight and tell me this, I'm a yes to look at his records. If you want to look at the people he called, I'm a yes. If any of them look suspicious, I'm a yes. But if you ask me, can we look at everybody's records in Boston, I'm a no. That's the difference. It's not that I'm against going after terrorists or looking after them individually. Let's do it specifically. But let's have more agents looking at specific threats and not get overwhelmed by all the data of all of us that really just confuses and overwhelms us with information. I got time for one or two more. Right back here.